at the snare flow. I know you ain't done yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher. Let me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Ardie's always hating, said I never make it. Ardie's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Ardie's mad at me cause I'm getting money. Ardie's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Ardie's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. Ardie's mad at me cause I'm poppin'. They don't wanna put some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me cause I'm tryna feed my I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my No way, no way, no way, yeah. They ones and they here to stay, yeah. Ardie's always hating, said I never make it. Ardie's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Ardie's mad at me cause I'm getting money. Ardie's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Sip, hit my Michael, in my Michael J. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid in the second grade, selling lemonade. Get paid, hold up, wait, can I get paid? Yawn, in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake, kill a snake, get paid. Get left every day, so get your straight.
Ardie's always hating, said I never make it. Ardie's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Ardie's mad at me cause I'm getting money. Ardie's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Mad cause I'm tryna feed my family. Why I gotta watch a friend more than an enemy? I had to stun on a that I'm supposed to stunt with. Had to cut you off, you was on some dun. You was supposed to be my dog, why you hate on me? They say success turn your friends to some enemies. Hey, it's crazy, cause it's shining, now you actin' shady. Yeah, but I guess it's okay. My mama told me you would show me your ways. Yeah, but I gotta check with him. I had the bands. Pull up in the land. Diamonds on me look like Ardie's always hating, said I never make it. Ardie's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Ardie's mad at me cause I'm getting money. Ardie's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. 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 Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah, lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby, pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Colts are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Jaguars, who will be testing that coverage.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 3-19.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Over!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off the play fake, Mariota. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Mariota. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throw left side, complete to Ross. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They run with Ajayi. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And now with the play clock counting down, Chuck Pagano's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense showing blitz. Here's Mariota. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Mariota now on second down. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
No. Jack Patrick.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, and it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Play fake. Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Slot man moves right. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second down, Mariota. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll toss it to Ajayi, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the tight end goes in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
They'll try and run it with Ardie. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action now. Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Mariota. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Red zone opportunity. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw here. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Will Tye, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Over.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Gone. 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 Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now with the play clock counting down, Chuck Pagano's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 3 yards remaining here on second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, look at this. Watch it now, Marty.
Here's Ajayi. He finds Ajayi's gonna go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They're going to look to throw. And an alley to run. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Second and just 1. Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Watch it. Back 99 Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now it's a Giant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Let's go. Watch it now, Ardie.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go. Blue 90. Gun. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Ardie.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Ardie.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sua Cravens. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Samson Abuka. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go! Green 39! Back 99 Philly! Here we go! Over! No, check! Patriot! Back!
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
No, check! Patriot!
They'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. TJ Green with a pick. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Leopard! Set! Speed! Watching now, Ardie! All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.